Hey everyone. I'm gonna drop. We're into a so, hey, we're live, and we're just talking about the recap from the last session. So how are we gonna do this? What's the best?
I wouldn't mind tackling it.
Okay,
all right, go for it.
Wonderful.
Because I enjoyed it the last time because we got to meet Erasmus's parents, and they are adorable and super nice. And they made a good meal, and we got to see they had like clay imprints of his tiny little kobold feet, and they were so cute.
Yeah.
and remember all the bullshit stories we left out, all the times that he got arrested and we had to bail him out of jail, or the time he set the bridge on fire. All of that got kind of swept under the rug.
Yeah. And we pretty much convinced them that you're doing all this research, you're helping with the research, but we're the bodyguards. You're not doing any of the fighting.
Yeah, I'm navigation.
Yeah, your navigation. And we discovered the blue has 4 nipples.
Yes.
Yep.
Which was very important.
Very important.
Yes.
We rolled for cat nipples.
While we were on break, we did actually have some talking about backgrounds. And I think Reverence and Blue kind of bonded on the fact that they're both orphans that grew up in a temple. Pretty much. So they're like, hey, yeah, we did the same thing. Yep. Isn't that cool?
And nipples.
Yeah. And then nipples. And then we tried and failed miserably.
Yes.
Several times to find someone to talk about the fish elves. Tritons.
Yes,
Tritons, to figure out what they're dealing with, and we tried going to the Triton embassy, embassy, and Triton ambassador was like, nah, it's fine, I'll take care of it. But we were like, you're full of shit. We didn't have anything pin him on, so then we just kind of got tired. It's we're just gonna start trouble. And so we went up to the docks and pretended like we were warning people about the Tritons until they sent out a messenger to let the ambassador know that we were causing shit down in the docks. And so we just followed him and hey, we're not gonna talk to him now too.
Elsbeth's bookish learning actually came in handy because she could understand that they were speaking in a language that pretty much nobody speaks.
That's true. Yeah.
And we figured out that their evil cleric is apparently the prince.
Yes. Triton Prince.
Triton Prince.
But they think that he wasn't born evil. I think he must have been exposed to something.
Yeah.
And...
I think he's been missing.
They found. Yeah, they had an expedition to some underwater temple complex thing, and something went wrong, and that's where he found something really powerful that turned him evil.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be a rescue mission, not a.
Yeah. Now once we kind of made our way in, we were able to go back to the ambassador with the messenger and just be like, we know everything. It's the.
Oh, Reverence was all like, "Hey, don't talk shit anymore."
And thanks to a good persuasion roll, we now have a job. We're actually gonna do it. Yeah. And I think the thing I can't remember is how much I seem to remember him saying
3 days.
Yeah, 3 days.
Yeah, we got a couple of days to kill before we can actually go because we gotta find something, right? Or we gotta wait for him to get the boat set up for us.
So and water breathing. I think
breathing potions for us. And
but he was gonna take care of that, so we just need to.
Reverence negotiated that.
Yeah. So we just got some time to kill to prepare ourselves to potentially go and find a submarine.
Maybe do some research into evil underwater aqua gods.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was also, I think that was on the list of things to do.
Yeah. So, Blue has his own hypothesis, and I hope he's right. But
okay. Is that Chrisiousity? Does that sound about right?
I think that all sounds about right. I don't know if anybody else listening to this sort of piecemeal can get it, but if anybody has any questions, put them in the chat and let me know. But yes, that's all the things, pretty much.
Sweet.
So.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to do what I always do and go make coffee. So I'll be right back.
All right, so you are here on Snurt. You have just left the house of Janus Nubilos.
Yes.
Yes. Who's the ambassador?
And you are. What are you gonna do?
What time of day is it?
By now it's getting a little later. It's getting like in the afternoon, closer to evening. You guys have been out and about most of the day.
All right. So, yes, we've got a couple days to prepare. We've got a couple days. Oh, yeah, should we go have a little discussion of what we think we should do?
Yeah.
So, are we staying at that place that's within spying distance? Did we get rooms there? I don't remember.
No,
okay.
No, we're staying at my
your parents, right?
Yeah. I think we stayed there until we pretty much pissed off the server because we'd been there for like 5 hours and had only ordered like 2 things.
Yeah. So, and his parents aren't in danger anymore.
I'm writing my play.
Yes, it's my manuscript. I'll just have another coffee, thank you, and then free refills all afternoon.
Yeah, we were definitely those people.
Yes.
All right. I guess one thing is, Elizabeth, could she do a religion check for anything that? And I may be doing a history check of any gods that used to be worshipped in this area. That might be something for Erasmus, but to see if any religions that this evil cleric kind of map onto, something she would heard, something with water, something with evil water things. She's just gonna cast her mind.
Ooh, well, that's very high. All right, so with that high score, I would say, there are several gods that this could potentially be, and you know about that. The one thing, though, that is sort of bugging you in the back of your head is that you've been dealing with demons this whole time. And if you are looking at demons who are associated with death, then you would be looking at Orcus, rather, sorry. I wanted to say Orca for some reason.
Well, because it's the ocean.
True.
Why a temple to Orcus would be underwater, you're not sure. You know that there are other gods of death, many of which, though, would not want the idea of taking, like making zombies or making undead would be anathema to them. They would consider it disgusting or unholy in some way. So that takes a lot of people out. It's possible that you're dealing with someone like Ouija's.
Okay.
And that is spelled, let me make sure I'm getting this to you correctly. Weejas.
Ouija's.
Weejas.
I've used Ouija's many times in campaigns.
Orca.
All right.
All right. So
so that is possible, but she's not, again, necessarily evil, and you actually looked into this kid's eyes, and I feel like, especially with that high, you know that you're looking for a deity that is evil.
Okay.
This kid is under the grip of not just your average death guy, right? Because death is a force of nature. It's not an evil force. But this kid had that look about him, that look of just
He kind of chills your soul if you're not evil
Yeah.
yourself.
Right.
Sort of like Hannibal Lecter when he first meets Clarice and he looks into her eyes. You're like, okay. All right. Well, I will share my speculations and my book learning with the rest of the party, and yeah, kind of like try to figure out if that will help us look into more ancient history of this area and maybe what might have existed a couple centuries ago or closer to the time when the corruption was being closed down. Not just in the last 10 years, but maybe ancient Schnurt history.
I wonder if it's maybe okay. What if it didn't start out being under the ocean?
Yeah.
Maybe it got there afterwards. Like it sunk or something happened.
Like maybe it was on an island and it was put under.
Like you rode it away and like now it's underwater. That could be a thing.
Oh, there'd probably be a record of that.
You can roll history or maybe nature, but I would guess history more for you.
History makes more sense.
Yeah.
Nope.
You never paid a lot of attention in school, though, and
Not surprising.
Yes.
But Erasmus has some of the worst. I mean, they're just hilarious. I don't mean to laugh. I'm not laughing at you. It's just his character.
I'm laughing
It's
at you
consistently like that. It's just like,
And it fits his character. That's the weird thing.
Yeah.
It fits the character of he's not actually that impressive. But he's come through circumstance, come into contact with something powerful. It's perfect.
I think Elizabeth notices that Blue is sort of rubbing his little kitty chin, looking very thoughtful. So.
Oh, about this?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say it. Okay, but I don't care. Remember that time?
Probably sounds like purse. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Remember that time a while ago that that blue orb thing got away from us?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Which blue orb thing? Remind me.
We had to
The eye of something. The eye of.
Someone threw it out of the temple into the woods.
And it was making people evils.
Well, it was controlling evil people. I think.
Yes.
If you were evil, it could control you.
Well, it was giving off a bad vibe.
Yeah, it was definitely evil. It was like, it was something with a prince who drove into the earth. I remember I had a vision quest about it because I rolled really high on a religion check.
Huh.
So that was a thing.
this was a time when I was sort of playing for you, Jess. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like,
right.
I don't remember this adventure at all.
Yeah.
No,
we
it
some
was,
orcs.
Have you ever heard
Goblins,
Chrisiousity do your
ogres.
accent?
No,
Yes.
please.
She's actually surprisingly
She's
good
really
at it.
good. She is.
She does a very good reference.
She does.
Please stop.
Especially when scolding Erasmus. Or
Erasmus, please.
But yes, my thought is that I wonder how much this is connected to, or something similar.
Mm-hmm. Some of this link of evil that's across the continent.
There's just orbs that control people.
Yeah, well, the guy said he wasn't like the prince wasn't always evil, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we get the idea that he wasn't always evil. So.
And I remember they would look up at it and stare at it and just sort of like be mesmerized by it, and then it
They
would
worshipped it. It was on an altar.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, and we never got it back. We lost it.
Yeah, it was chucked into the woods, and then when we found the place where it landed, something else has taken it and run off with it.
Erasmus, do you know in town is there a place where they do nautical history or the history of Schnurt?
Oh, like Oh, like a library or
Yeah,
an
like a
local history archive thing. Yeah. Do I?
Well, yeah, you've never been there clearly with your scores, but you know of it. But yes, there's a library in
I was
town.
dragged
It's
there
a
once in a
reasonably good
school
one.
Cool.
I would say, why don't you roll intelligence or religion, Blue?
Do I have any amount of religion in me? Nope. They're both going to be the exact same roll. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting idea, and something is at the... I mean, one thing you know is that things usually have two eyes.
Well,
That's all you've got, though.
yes. So, either way, I think this is very, very similar. I feel like we're in a very, very similar situation.
With evil controlling people.
With evil controlling things. And the last time we saw an evil controlling thing, it was an eyeball thing.
Yeah.
So
it was blue. And the ocean is blue. And you're name
like a
blue.
reasonable connection.
It all makes sense.
His name is Blue.
I look at him suspiciously. No. Just
Yo, wait, Blue's gonna be the real bad guy at the end of this.
He already is in the other game.
It's true.
Yes, he is. We all know it. He has him in it. He has it in him. Sorry.
You know the future of Blue.
Yes. How does he get his powers? Or did he have them all along? All right. Well, I mean, one.
New Maddie would betray us.
I think, Elspeth will turn to Reverence and say, is there anything in this that sounds familiar from your practices or teachings or training?
Unfortunately, actually, let me make a roll. Would I know of any, I don't know, things related to, I know it's definitely probably nothing involving neutral nature deities that mind control people. That don't really make much sense. But like fiendish creatures, in my experience, it's a fucking stretch.
It's a stretch, but give it a roll on religion, and if you roll high, now I have to look something up. All right, give me. All right, so this is what you know. You're dealing with the undead specifically.
Yeah.
And all right, let me look a couple things up quickly. You guys talk about yourselves.
Speaking of undead, I think we would also take this time to kind of like reconvene, because I am able to I can destroy undead. So with my power of being a life cleric, life domain, I have my channel divinity that I can do twice per day between long rests. And in it, if I show my holy symbol, that any undead within 30 feet that failed their wisdom get destroyed. So
Nice.
It's pretty good to like let them crowd around me. And if I can channel divinity, and then next round I can do spirit guardians to take out the ones that are close. So definitely, like, you want to drive them. I can't believe I'm saying this. You want to drive them toward me or have them surround me. It's basically as many as I can get is a great chance to just wipe them out with a little blast.
Well, repelling blast is gonna be your friend. I can shoot them into you, next to you.
All right, great. Yeah, I've got Thorn Whip now, so I can pull some
put a
off.
shield on you. Can I put a shield on you?
Yeah.
Because I have the thing. I think it's a touch spell.
Yeah, and if I stand next to the paladin, it gives me extra bonuses and gets closer for more smites.
Hell yeah.
You are.
Yeah. You two stand together, and me and Blue get them in there.
Yeah, you like herd them in or bring them forward, you know, kind of like bait or whatever, and then drive them to us into the holy wall.
We both have spells that push people away.
Sure.
So crowd control.
Yeah, I can give you a +2 to your AC.
Ooh, I could use that. It'll help with my concentration if I'm doing my spirit guardians, which he has as well. So we have to think about ranged attacks against him.
Oh, I'm gonna go punch him.
Wait, that's a wisdom save, right?
I can handle that.
Yep.
Yeah, I was about to say. If the monk can't handle the wisdom saving throws, there's something wrong.
We're all in a whole lot of trouble if if the monk fails that.
Yeah.
The monk has -2 to wisdom.
So, as I was also saying, I thought it might not be a bad idea for Reverence and I to do some ritual spells over water and hand you guys some holy water, so you can also do, anti-undead type specific damage.
How much water can you turn into holy water at once?
I will check. I know it's like so many gold pieces for this that you have. It's worth. So
I was kind of hoping you could just like turn like. Oh,
a bucket?
Cube, like this square of ocean is now holy water.
Oh, that would be nice.
What's that spell that you can do that?
It's a ritual, I think.
Yeah. But I think it's only like you can make like a bottle of it.
Yeah, something like that. I'm looking.
I don't think you can like turn like, oh, the ocean, like this part of the ocean is now holy.
Bless the whole ocean.
All right. Okay. All right. So.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. It is a cleric paladin can create holy water by performing a special ritual. It takes 1 hour, uses 25 gold pieces worth of powdered silver, and requires a first level spell slot, which if we've got a couple days, that's not so much.
You also got another cleric. You keep saying this. You forget.
You're not a monk. You're your cleric.
Blue's a cleric.
He's both.
I'm both.
Yeah.
You're a cleric. Okay, so yeah, we got 3 people who can make it.
You got 3 people who can do this.
Excellent.
Yeah, you got 3 clerics and and a warlock going up against undead.
Awesome.
You need to take a level in cleric, Micro.
Yeah.
What's a possible god?
What
The
have
same
you?
god. You're just a cleric as well.
I become a cleric of a fucking fight of a fucking fiend.
Yeah.
That's
Why
what
not?
Blue is. Blue's a cleric to the light domain. Kronos is light domain. We figured that out.
Yeah.
Or I managed to do it. So I get like fire spells and shit, which just goes with all the other fiery things.
Yeah. So all we need is
Cleric's a wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, my wisdom is terrible.
Yeah.
The 3 of us are gonna be like,
you can get thaumaturgy and then like make your flames all sorts of colors, which is like the only reason that I pick up thaumaturgy was to be able to purr really loudly and change the color of the flames to blue. The only reasons. Otherwise, like, not sure I'm ever gonna use this, but it's worth it.
Yeah, so I mean, we can churn it out in over 3 days. Depends on how much we want to spend. I didn't realize it was gold pieces, but it's cheaper for us to make it than it would be for us to buy it.
Yeah, I mean, we probably don't need that much, but even like 3.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, like 4 or 5 vials would probably be enough to.
Mm-hmm.
If we do 4, that's 100 gold, so that's not too bad.
All right.
DIY.
So this is what is prickling at the back of your thoughts. You remember a story of someone named Chrisiousity, who was something of a high priest, worshiper of undead in general, or someone who wanted the he wanted all life to be expunged from all of the universes, basically. He was a believer that life was the virus and we had to eradicate it, essentially. And you remember that he had... You don't remember where or when, but that he had an island fortress.
Huh.
Oh, so it wasn't. Oh, I might have been right in my. Oh, it's not. It's a mini Atlantis.
It's a mini Atlantis. I will. Is that all I remember?
That's all you got.
I convey pretty much everything to everyone. So yes, I mean, it's a stretch. It's just another theory.
Well, it maps on. I mean, you don't remember a location, but that's something that maybe we could find, like in a library, to see if it was in a different area. Then that's one thing we can eliminate. But if it was in this area, it would really narrow it down, and also maybe.
I think we need to go to the library. Library sounds good. I haven't been there in years. Can't believe I'm saying we're going to the library.
Yeah, me neither. I don't.
You're not even going to ask them for a tour because it's not even that big. What are you going to do?
It's a public library. You can just go in.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, they might know. Is it even open? I don't know how late libraries are open in.
Yeah, we might have to wait till morning.
If you wanted to spend time, you would probably have to go the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, then we will go to the library the next day.
All right.
And by the way, local library.
Knowledge is power.
Hell yeah.
So I can assume,
Power is fire.
unless you guys are have other things that you want to play out, I think we can assume that you go through, you go back to Erasmus's parents,
Yes.
have a nice dinner.
So tell them about the day without saying all the things they shouldn't know.
So don't tell them at all about the day.
I forgot I saw the castle.
And
I mean, we should probably tell them that we have a job to do.
Wait, Erasmus's parents are they seafarers too?
That is right.
That is a shipwright like me.
All right.
Like, they're
Okay.
not seafarers, they're boat builders.
Okay. Just ask if I'm going to ask his dad if he knows any tales of an island that was lost at sea, or a fortress that was there and then disappeared, or any legends in that of that.
Let's see if Milson Skimmer knows anything about that.
all right, he goes, never ask an old seafaring man about sea tales, and he proceeds to tell you general tales that strike you as very tall tale-ish. And then there was Atlantis, and then there were sea monsters. He does say there is a very strange tale around right about the time of the original corruption. Strange island that appeared in the sea and then disappeared again, and all sorts of evil magics were known to happen and occur. But that's a silly tale.
Yeah. Well, it's a fascinating one.
Pop up and go away like that.
I love these tall tales. They pass the time on the ships, I'm sure.
That they do. And anytime you want to hear some more, I could tell you about a ghost ship where everyone disappeared. And then he starts telling you more tales.
Excellent. Okay. All right. So that also triangulates with at least a suspicion. There's at least a tale, some sort of Ah, see, the pieces are coming together. Oral history, little book learning.
Well, all folklore more.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Call it a night, I guess. Head to bed.
Yeah. I will burn a page before and ask my patron for if they know anything.
All right. Roll a religion check.
They probably don't. Nope.
No. They seem to be, if anything, still a little miffed with you, Erasmus. I don't know.
I burn another page. I don't pray for any, like just a pray, like as a prayer. I burn another page.
All right. They seem a little better, but still don't give you any information.
I haven't done the same. That's fair.
Blue, you are snuggled up into a box somewhere. Given a bed, you don't choose to use it. You go and find yourself a nice box to snuggle. And in the wee hours of the night, you hear a little voice saying, So are we going down into the dark again? Into some terrible fortress?
I think so, Medi. Gotta make sure that that people aren't getting killed out in the ocean and turned into zombies.
That would be bad.
I suppose. I don't know why I always have to come.
Well, you know, you helped me light things up.
All right.
I mean, does he really have to come? He can stay here.
He's my holy symbol, so yes.
Oh, right. Okay, that makes sense.
Yes. Mechanically, he has to come along.
Well, I just, I'd always hoped that when I got out of that terrible place I was in, that I could spend at least a little time out in the sun before going right back down. And, I'm not saying you're going to die.
We won't die. And we got 2 days. We'll go to the beach.
Oh,
I have to go pay for that sandcastle that I stole anyway. So.
that would be lovely.
Yes. But we can go to the beach.
All right. I feel better. Thank you. And that's all.
Sounds good.
There he is. Unless the other twos have anything.
Reverend.
So.
Yeah.
Now I have to go. Sorry,
Don't
go ahead.
personally worship one of the more active in the world gods. Just kind of wants me to leave the world alone for the most part and not destroy nature.
Yeah.
No, when we remove we can destroy the temple and there will be more nature.
Exactly.
Sorry, I dipped out to get a couple slices of pizza because I realized I had no dinner tonight. It's something being expected of me.
Nah.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So you guys spend an otherwise uneventful evening, snuggling up in Snort.
It's such a good name.
I had more fun making up names. I can't tell you. I could just do this and entertain myself all day long. Anyway, so the next morning you wake up. There's eggs. There's bacon. There's some sort of like smoked fish on toast.
Nice.
So everything is sunshiny and happy today. So what are you guys gonna do?
Oh, library?
Yeah, except for Blue. Blue's going to the beach.
Let's go to the beach. Also, I have to go find that shop and ask them how much their stupid sandcastles cost and pay them for it.
Oh,
I'm gonna go with Blue today.
when you're there, could you maybe ask them, see if they sell like vials or other things to do holy water, and then tonight we can do our rituals, the three of us, and make a couple, basically holy water bombs, or whatever projectiles.
They sold like garbage, but I will find vials.
Well, maybe they have things that have like colored sand in them, and we can just dump the sand out. Or
well, garbage is perfect. That just means it's gonna break more easily when we throw it.
That's true. Okay, I have a mission.
Right, Elsbeth
Pay for
knows.
sandcastle.
Elsbeth knows nobody wants to go to the library, so she just.
I'm going with you.
Okay, all right, excellent, great. Let's go off. Erasmus and I will go to the library.
I figured 2 and 2 was good.
Yeah, an intelligence of 10 isn't going to help you much in life.
Yeah,
Same.
because it's always good. It's always great to split up the party.
11, so.
Rule 1: don't split up the party. No, just kidding. Okay. Yep.
That's literally our MO.
Okay, gangs, we'll split up and search for clues.
Which is literally what we're doing.
Yeah, exactly. That's why
Yes. I just thought you were doing a quip from every horror movie. And it works.
literally a Scooby-Doo reference.
Okay. All right, Erasmus, lead the way to the library.
Okay, I will take her to the library.
Okay. So you get there. It is it's a very nice library, kind of a saltbox house, if you know what that means.
Nope.
A saltbox house is like a gray cedar with white shingles and very kind of square. It's called a salt box because back in the day they used to have salt boxes, or I should say today in Moravia they have salt boxes. You get boxes out of a little salt out of a little box as you're cooking. And that's what this is. Well, bigger than your average house, but it's still not by any means huge. Still, it's clear that some of the more prominent families have invested some money over the years, so they've got a reasonable selection. And yeah, I guess let me know what you're going to be looking up.
Sure.
And make a roll.
Okay, so what Elsbeth will ask for at the front desk is to be directed toward the history of Snert around the time of the gaze of the ending of the first corruption. I think she wants to start there, because even if it's just a folk tale about an islander disappearing, it seems like a good way to narrow down the time period. And
I will. Oh, sorry. I thought you were done.
yeah, so basically, specifically, history about this area and maybe Hythwyn, this sort of like part of the continent, not the entire continent, but locally to Snert and its environs. Yeah, and so that's what she'll. Oh, and then in terms of the books, I don't know if you want like that level of detail, or you want me to say what she'll look for in the books.
If that's just what you're looking for, just make a roll. Are you doing this by yourself? I would say roll. You can do intelligence. You could do. Give me a second here. Let me look at your sheet.
Mm-hmm.
This is about. There's a lot of information there, and this is about finding the exact kind of information. So I would say you could do intelligence or investigation.
Okay, so I guess that there's sort of 6 of one, half dozen of the other, because I get a +2 on both. So I'll just do investigation and hope for the best.
there's so much there. And a lot of it is a lot of it is about like local politics at the time. There's some things about some of the, just people that were famous that were living in the area. It was a time period where a lot of people were doing a lot of writing. So there's just, you find yourself just going through massive amounts of information that if you had like days, you could probably find what you're looking for. But it's a lot.
Can she have one more go by going back up and asking, instead of asking for the history of Snert, ask for myths and legends of the sea around Snert?
Sure, go ahead.
What I was gonna do. So so I'll help you with that.
All right. So an investigation again, I guess.
Actually, do you want to have Erasmus roll it because and give him advantage?
I do have a +3 to investigation.
Yeah, you're better than me. I'll give you I'll even tap you with guidance if I can.
Here, back.
You can.
All right. I'm gonna bless you and help you.
And that's a D4, right?
Yep, that's right.
15.
Okay. You do find the book. You find a book about kind of like ghost legends and ghost islands.
Spoopy.
Yeah, it's kind of like, it's like, ooh, and it's written as, it's really cheesy. It's a cheesy book, of, ooh, and then there was a lady in white who appeared above, it's all that kind of crap.
Oh, I know exactly what kind of book you're talking about. I used to read those books so much as a kid.
Yeah, about 8 years old.
Yeah.
So you're finding this book that's really, it is for juveniles. It does include a story of a tale. Back in the day, there was, it is believed, a terrible earthquake. And after the earthquake, it was seen upon the ocean, not far from Hythwyn, a new and strange island had appeared out of nowhere with a terrible fortress known to be haunted. And then it disappeared. That's what you find.
Okay. Well, I think...
Roll title sequence.
All right. Well, I think what we've learned is that we're probably dealing with something that will have a fortress structure. I think we can expect that, which means defensive positionings. So we're going to have to be pretty tactical, and maybe even try to be a bit sneaky rather than running in.
The problem is it's underwater. There's a limit to how fast and sneaky we can really be.
Well, we've already said that we think that there's an air bubble down there.
Maybe inside it, but I don't think there's gonna be an air bubble outside it.
Well, yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, maybe we can come up from underneath. I don't know. We'll have to talk to the sailors, but forewarned is forearmed. It's better than going in blind.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right, should we head back to the others and let them know what we know?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Let's before you do that, let's wander over to Reverence in Blue.
Oh boy! Once again, the boys are back
adventures.
in town.
Are you gonna ask for a tour?
You're gonna ask for a tour? No, we don't need a tour. We were gonna.
I don't know. You were the one who said you
were gonna go to the shop.
beach.
So we gotta go to the shop first.
You stole something out of spite, and then you felt bad.
Yes, but I have to go pay for it. I also gave it away already. I gave it to the dude.
That's
that was
true.
Cranky. So so now I have to pay for it though. Okay, so yes, I want to try to find the same shop, the same knick-knacky shop
Yeah,
with the castle.
that's not hard. You've been there several times now, so this is your favorite shop in all of Snort.
Yeah.
At this point, so you get there.
So first thing, do they have like stupid sand things with like made out of like mason jars or vials or something?
Yeah. I mean, roll investigation, I guess.
What that? No.
It's hard to find exactly what you're looking for, and you're not sure what these silly people want anyway. There's stuff, but all of it is like you said, there's these vials with like colored sand in them and stuff, and it's really just stupidly overpriced for a vial of colored sand. I mean, you'd be better off going and getting like a bottle of liquor and dumping it rather than getting this colored sand.
Right.
Oh, we can get holy beer. It's mostly water. We just turn the beer into holy water.
All right, I'll go.
Zombies.
Yeah, I'll go and grab one of those stupid sandcastle things, and I'll take it up to the counter and ask how much.
So you go and you get one that's similar, and they tell you it is 5 silver.
All right, thank you. I put 5 silver down. I leave the sandcastle behind and walk out.
They say, but you're too fast, obviously.
Yep. All right. I think we need to go to, and then reverence. I think we need to go to a liquor store.
The liquor store. Does this really hurt you this bad? I just was unsure that you were so affected by.
No, we need bottles.
Oh. All right.
Yes. So I don't know. We can get like a thank you gift for the Erasmus family.
Oh, that would be.
I like that they're now the Erasmus family, not the Skimmers, like the actual last name. No, just the Erasmus family.
The Erasmus family. Yes, I'm sure they'd love it.
Yes, and then we'll buy some cheap ones for us to pour out and make the holy water with.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. All right, so again, this is a tourist place, and they have liquor stores.
The local Snurt's beach beer.
All right, yeah. I do want to try to ask the whoever's running the shop to not their nicest, but well, I don't know. I guess I have no concept of money, so it doesn't matter. What's their nicest bottle of whatever scotch? Let's go with scotch. Not that they have scotch, because that's a Scotland thing. But still, whiskey.
Whiskey.
There's still liquor. Nicest, since you're a cat of such expensive taste, is this
cat.
for 100 gold right here, but let me tell you, it goes down like drinking the tears of a god. We're always making the gods cry around here.
That's fucking dark if you think about it.
Okay. I just look at Blue. I'm like, so do you want to buy this?
I don't know. I don't have that much gold.
How much money was it? I don't remember.
It was like 100 gold.
He asked for the best, and
I did ask for the best. How about half that good?
So you're looking for something in the 50 gold range?
Blue looks at his wallet. Reverence help.
What do you have, my friend?
I have 45 gold.
Yes, I can. Whatever you need after that, I can cover most likely.
Okay.
But not for that 200, whatever, 300, whatever it was.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. 50 gold.
Still good enough for a very lovely whiskey. Let's see.
Demigod's tears.
They bring you to several different. The cheapest one they show you is about 40 gold, and the more expensive side is like 60, 65. Yeah, they're all called things like, high seas trader, or these kinds of things. You've never heard these brands before, but they tell you that these are local makers, and
I don't know if the party's not here, so I'm gonna ask this to absolutely nobody. But do we still have a barrel of whiskey?
Yes.
Where?
In the bag of
In
holding.
the bag of holding, we have a bag of. I don't think it's whiskey. I think it's
When did we steal whiskey?
Rum.
No, it was when we were in that pocket reality.
Yeah, the cave.
We have a casket of rum in the bag of holding. We've had it for a while.
I'll let you make those decisions.
I need a roll to see if Blue remembers this now. Because R&D remembers it, but Blue, I don't know if Blue
all
does.
right.
You did get drunk with somebody, didn't we?
I did get.
We did.
Yeah, we
So
did.
but it's in the whole casket, so there's probably still quite a lot left.
Yeah.
And it's pretty good rum.
Yeah, it's like really good rum. I forgot about that.
Pirate
Yeah.
It's very authentic. All right,
Pirate's rum for me.
roll intelligence.
Oh gosh.
This would be great if you
Always
turn up your
intelligent.
nose at like crappy, overpriced sand, and then you spend 50 gold on a bottle of beer, a bottle of booze.
But,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I guess Blue does not remember that we have a whole.
Yeah, you don't.
All right, that's fine. All right, I'll buy the 41, and then like four of their cheapest, like it's probably rubbing alcohol crap that they can give me.
All right, so they have some well vodka kind of shit. They got some. So in that comes to
there's no taste in it. It's just the alcohol.
Oh
40
man!
gold altogether.
How much gold?
43 gold altogether.
Okay, look at that.
I cannot recommend drinking pure like when it's just pure ethanol.
Hell yeah!
No, I don't recommend it. They have it.
No, I mean that in real life. Like it is not tasty. It just burns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've had some. It was a bad idea.
I've had some East Tennessee moonshine, and that's about all you can get.
Yeah, don't smoke near it.
We had our when I was during my bachelor's years, getting my bachelor's degree. One night before going to the student bar, we played a drinking game where we had shots of like 90, like it was like 90 or 95%.
Oh my god.
So, Michael, you're basically Erasmus in real life.
It was the dumbest idea.
You could have died.
It's fine.
I see.
I love we were playing a children's game as a drinking game.
Yeah, well, it'd have to be a children's game, if you're gonna have alcohol, you can't keep up with anything harder than that. Basically, ladders. You go, woo, ladder, shoots. Drink. All right.
That's impressive.
I don't know. It would have killed me.
Back to the story, I guess. Story.
All right, so you're down some gold. You've got some very nice. There's like it's a cool bottle. It's got like a mermaid on the cover. It's pretty. you know, and so
And
are you headed to the beach?
And then to the beach.
Yeah.
So what's at the beach, Blue?
Oh, Medi doesn't like being underground, so I told him we would go to the beach before we went underground.
Oh. Really? No, I guess I understand that. He's been stuck in a tomb for like 1,000,000 years.
Yes, and he doesn't like it. So we'll spend some time in the sun. Get a
Okay.
tan.
Emptying out that really bad alcohol. Getting rid
It's
of
true. We could drink the really bad alcohol.
Yes. You know what? Let's do that.
Okay.
You and I, day drinking on the beach.
Are you in full plate mail still?
No, of course
okay.
not. But I am wearing like my holy gear though. It's the only clothes I own.
Well, you know who used to make in the like Middle Ages, who made all the alcohol?
The priest, yeah.
Yeah, the monks. Like they had the time and the know-how. So
I actually went to
makes perfect sense.
I went to the Trappist monk brewery outside of Tilburg.
Neat.
Oh, neat.
There you go. Yeah, so it makes sense.
One moment.
We've been
Alright,
digging
well, it's
around the
not
library. And you guys are boozing it up on the beach.
All right. It's not hard to find the beach.
Well, it's a wonderful smell of ocean.
There's a ton of ocean around. There's a ton of beaches. Unless you want to spend like a lot of time or invest energy into finding the best possible beach, you can pretty much just find the first one you stumble into, which is good enough. You know, there's some families playing. It's, you know, it's a nice day.
Oh, you can do it in front of kids. Perfect.
We can find a nice quiet corner away from the children.
It's a little rocky, but you know, not really the white sands kind of thing, but pretty good, pretty nice. All right, so you guys are drinking.
Hell yeah.
Day drink at the beach.
All right, so
This is exactly like something we do.
I'm gonna have you roll Constitution at disadvantage because this is the bad stuff. It's not,
And it's a hot day.
and it's a hot day.
You know where I come from. There's a little town that crazy man. He brews his own alcohol there. You know what he calls it?
What?
The fighting cock. And it's basically just the worst tasting thing ever. This is basically what that is.
Good.
Yeah. All right, you were both smashed. Yeah. By the time, and I'm not even sure if Elspeth and Erasmus, how well they're able to find you, but by the time, you know.
I thought we'd use the Raven.
Sure.
We can. It takes doesn't it take a couple of days to recharge?
Yeah, like a
2
week.
days?
Yeah, I think
Was
so.
it a week? I thought it was 2 days.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
even if it's 2 days, we used it yesterday.
Okay, all right, fair enough. I forgot.
So you guys can roll. You can roll investigation, I guess.
Try to find them.
Yeah.
It's like, well, we knew we were going to a shop.
You want me to help me, and I'll roll?
Yeah, you're around here, so I'll go ahead and roll twice.
Nope.
We're lost.
Yeah. You like trudge through 3 or 4 different beaches that they could potentially be at. None of which happen to be the ones that they are at. So.
I went
You know,
for the nice, really nice one because I know, like, oh, they're obviously not here.
Somewhere as you're chatting, though, you do hear some people talking to each other. And, you know, they're kind of going by like, well, we had to get out of that other beach because there was a couple there that was just the worst.
Oh.
Imagine.
Yeah, they nudge each other like, oh, that must be our friends.
Well, if they're friends of yours.
We'll go sort them out. They just occasionally They need some chaperones. They got out of our care. All right.
Indeed. Well, don't let it happen again. This is a family resort.
Take it up with the management. Karen. All right, so can you point the direction you saw them in?
Yeah, they tell you which beach it's at, and Erasmus knows the beaches. So,
okay.
You get there. By this time, you guys have spent, hours. It's well after you should have had lunch, and you come upon Reverence and Blue. They're both in the water, splashing, falling over, giggling.
The only
Rasmus is standing there slack jaw like, what? Wait, what?
Oh, Rasmus, my little kobold friend, come join us.
What the fuck have you been doing all day?
Drinking.
We found the bottles.
Yeah, did you empty them by consuming them?
Absolutely, we did.
They clearly did.
Waste not and want not and all that.
You guys.
Are you getting in the water, Rasmus?
No.
No.
Let's go get him.
Yes. I was just gonna walk through the water.
Elizabeth kind of helps keep him from running away.
Just as they're about to grab me, I misty step backwards 5 feet.
Oh, that's cheating. Come on. Join us in the water.
No, I don't.
Why not?
Want to?
Join us in the depths.
We're gonna have to spend a lot of time in the water. We might as well practice now.
Oh, come on, Erasmus. Why don't you get out some of that rum from the bag of holding and we'll celebrate.
Are we all getting wasted? Great.
Well, look, we might die underwater in a couple days.
Fair point. And rum is flammable. I'll use my other spell spells not to misty step back forward. Fucking not. And
you always on spells. I know how this works.
And I'm getting the bag of full rum out of the bag of holding.
Fuck
right.
Yeah, we're having a party on the beach.
You got some glasses in there? Oh, you guys have empty bottles. Can we have... We'll just use the bottles for the tap here, and we'll just drink out of the rum out of the extra empty bottles.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I can wash out the bottles.
Yeah, well, put it in the ocean.
That's salty.
Yeah, a little salty rum.
Literally can just make water and clean them.
Actually, I might have. I have control water. I could probably just wash everything out. So yeah. She can also do
just
that.
watering the alcohol. You can just make you can make a little a rum show, like a real bartender thing.
Oh, I so good.
Like cocktail.
Wait, this thing. Oh, now I find out how many we have left.
Of what?
Well, I don't know how much rum we actually have.
No. Of the crappy one. How much we have left of the crappy?
I don't know. How many bottles? 4 bottles?
We bought 4 bottles of the crappy.
How many bottles am I holding up?
Have you? The
7.
question now is: have you gotten drunk enough that you've started drinking of the fancy one that you bought as a gift?
Heck
I
no.
wouldn't do that.
Okay.
It has a mermaid on it. They won't drink that.
Yeah. I know better than that. That one's for Mrs.
Just
and
asking.
Mr. Erasmus.
Mr. and Mrs. Erasmus.
Still not his name.
Might as well be.
You know what? If we can call the elk Dave, I think we can call your parents Mr. and Mrs. Erasmus.
That's fair.
He's still on the mainland, by the way.
Oh no, we forgot about him.
He's just hanging out by himself.
It's probably the best part of this adventure for him.
He doesn't really care. Like, the impression is he doesn't really care. And you, like, can you like summon him here if you wanted to?
I could desummon him and then resummon him, but I don't want to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he can't swim.
I'm giving him a break.
All right, so yeah, are we drinking some of this rum out of the bottles?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right.
We're gonna get drunk. We're gonna get day drunk on the beach.
Oh no, is Chrisiously's sound gone? She's typing.
No, she said she was.
Oh, okay,
she said,
BRB.
She said BRB.
All right, I'll also
Weird.
Constitution check. Oh shit.
Oh dear.
It was gonna be terrible.
Guess who's your designated driver?
To be fair, realistically, Erasmus is probably the person who's drunk the most here.
Yes, and
That's
probably
very
some
true.
rum from pirates.
Like, he's hung out with sailors, so.
So yeah, the rest of you are hot messes, just
Fuck
all
yeah.
over the beach.
While we were hot messes, how many of the crappy bottles did we drink?
How much did you drink?
Do you want to roll a d4?
I do want to roll a d4. One of them.
One. It's strong stuff, apparently.
Strong stuff. Okay. Well, with the one that's with the I'm gonna take so that I have 2 bottles and one empty, one full. And this is gonna be such a stupid idea, but I don't care. I'm gonna use my water bending stuff to bend the alcohol in like so that it jumps between them, like out one of the spouts and into the next bottle. And I'm gonna tell Erasmus to light it on fire.
Elizabeth starts applauding. I want to see this.
I really want you to use thaumaturgy to make dolphin noises as it.
I don't think I can make I can
do that.
There you go.
Oh, perfect.
Because I'm a
We
tiefling.
got a good show going here.
Are they going to call the cops or start throwing money at us?
All right. Do you do it?
Yeah, I do it.
All right. Roll performance.
Which one of us is gonna roll that?
Yeah, there are 3 of us. All
They're taking part. I think they should each do their own. See how each part of it goes.
Okay. Well, that actually makes sense. Yeah.
Oh. Oh, look at that. The dolphin noises are amazing.
The fire, which is the most dangerous part of the trick. Not so much fun, like, and I'm the most sober.
It's been a little, yeah. I mean, you kind of probably didn't notice exactly how alcoholic this alcohol was. So, I mean, blue sets off a stream. It's beautiful. It arcs like a rainbow, and then you just like hit it with a little bit of fire and goes whoosh.
Fireball.
And meantime,
No, firebolt, not like. I wouldn't like cast fireball on it. That would be insane.
No, that would be the effect of it going up.
yeah, it's just like instead of like, you've seen alcohol that's been lit on fire before, and it's got that like cool look at us, we light our alcohol on fire thing. I don't know how to explain it.
We burned the reason we drink this.
Yeah. And it's usually cool, but it just goes up, like, and as you're doing that, there's a very cute, adorable dolphin noises going in the background.
We call it the burning porpoise.
Elsbeth is like less flambe, more Molotov. Well, I bet your god was happy with that.
I have an idea. I would like to take out some of the rum we have.
Hey, don't you set this rum on fire.
No. Just a little bit. I just want to test how, like a shot of it. I just want to test how flammable that rum is.
Only if you
Because
do the
my-
shot when it's on fire. We're not wasting good rum.
Oh
Okay.
my god, please.
I'll do that.
That would be the best.
I'll do that. How flammable is the rum? The good rum we have.
Okay. This is about aim, I guess. I'm gonna say roll dexterity.
Wait. Oh, okay. No, I'm not shooting at it with a firebolt. I'm like using the tinderbox.
Oh, you're using a tinderbox.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like shoot. That's just gonna destroy whatever little thing I have it in.
All right. So you use your tinderbox. You take it out. You light it up, and it lights. I mean, it lights right away, and there's a good healthy fire. But it isn't like that other stuff. You know, it doesn't like boom. It just goes whoosh,
Okay.
whoosh.
I'll take the shot while it's on fire.
All right.
Con save.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Singes a
You
bit.
take it singes. You take a point of fire damage. You know, you kind of like it though, honestly.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's practically a prayer.
This is how Erasmus became an alcoholic.
Yes. And lost his sense of taste.
Yep.
So, I think I need to go get some of that cheap alcohol if it's that flammable.
We still got some left. We've only wasted like 2 bottles of it.
That's true, but we need the bottles for the holy water.
Oh yes, yes, you're right. I
I want to make like effectively. I want to make like DIY alchemist fire out of them, or oil. I guess oil flask would be more appropriate. Like I want to be able to make Molotov cocktails out of them.
Yeah, if you throw it at their feet and then you do a fire spell at it. Woof.
Yeah, I can basically lay out mines that I can then explode later.
Damn.
Or grenades, I guess.
Cheaper than holy water, 25 gold a pop. I mean, I think it was about one gold piece for all 4 of them.
It's silver. You need 25 golds worth of silver powder to make it.
Yeah.
So, well, I'm gonna assume we can get silver powder in town.
Yeah, I would imagine that was
Probably a jeweler somewhere.
Yeah, there's a lot of jewelers around. I mean, you can go back and get some more of the high octane fuel.
I'll do that. We have a couple days, right? I can just do that tomorrow.
You've got at least 1 or 2 more days before we have to get on the ship.
Like, it's probably fairly late now. They're probably closed.
We have been drinking for a while.
You've been drinking for a while, but on the other hand, this is a liquor store, and they open later.
That is true.
Beer run.
Yeah, but if I buy them now, we're just gonna drink them.
I'll be right back.
All right. Well, you're gonna have to save them up. This stuff is pretty much, pure fire fuel anyway. But yeah, I'm drinking rum. You guys can drink what you want, but I'm drinking the rum until it's gone.
I'm gonna.
Not that I'm gonna drink it till it's gone, but like when it's gone, then I'll drink something else.
I'm gonna light one of their the bat, like the bad stuff, a shot of that on the fire and drink it.
Oh God.
It's gonna end so poorly.
I'm assuming you want me to roll a Constitution check. Save.
This time, before you do it, you have to roll dexterity because you have to be pretty quick.
Okay. Just straight dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Just ask if it makes a difference. Oh, 12 again.
You do manage to splash some on you, but you also get some in. All right, now you can roll a Constitution save.
Ooh.
Oh. But yeah, I mean, it just goes right past the burn you already had, so makes it worse. You don't notice.
Ooh, I wonder. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna take a big swig of it, and hold it in my mouth, and then I'm gonna like spray it into the air and shoot a firebolt at it?
We're gonna go to jail.
Why? I'm not. We're just having fun on the beach.
Well, yeah, it is probably nighttime, and the kids have moved off with parents and go get dinner, and the sun's probably setting at this point. So.
Fire breathing is effectively fire breathing, like the.
Roll. Oh God! Roll dexterity again.
Nope.
Yeah, you spray alcohol all over the place and shoot a firebolt into the air, missing the spray by several seconds. So it just, I mean, it looks weird. Just not great.
Poof!
People are looking at you like, man, he's drunk. But that's about as far as
he's the sober one of the group.
Oh, actually, I'm probably not, since I'm the smallest. My body would like.
Well, you rolled really high on your constitution before,
yeah,
so
that just means I'm good at keeping it in.
Okay.
Well, okay. I think my fire tricks are.
You're done. We just watch the sunset quietly, sipping various quality alcohols.
Very good and very poor. We're gonna be so hungover tomorrow.
Yeah, we probably have to take half of the day.
Gosh.
Was this what Medi wanted?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Betty. I hope you had fun.
We can pour some alcohol on him if he wants to.
Pour one out for him?
I hate that little creature, you know, so much.
he's
But no, I'm fine. You know, I understand that you mortal creatures have to do stupid things sometimes. I don't know why, but you do, so that's fine with me. I just enjoyed the sunshine. I appreciate it, Mr. Blue.
Good.
Nice.
All right. We should probably go to bed now.
Don't forget to we're going to show up at his parents' house drunk off our ass, going, we bought you booze. Thank you for all your hospitality. Would you like to drink with us? Yeah, I think we're pretty much going to need to sleep it off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you do that. You can roll persuasion.
Oh, for the parents?
Yeah.
I guess Blue, you're the one who bought the gift, so you should present it.
I should. Definitely. All right, so we made it back to Erasmus' household.
Yeah, see if they'll have a drink with us. See what tears of a demigod taste like.
So, yes. I doubt that Blue can speak in full sentences at any point anymore.
Persuasion might be a little... I don't know, they might be more convinced.
I'm back.
All right. You rolling persuasion, Blue?
Nice.
All right. So, yeah, they, the mother doesn't, she goes, aren't you guys cute? But, you know, the father, he's like, yeah, I'll have a drink with you guys. Come on over. He takes Erasmus, gives him a hug and says, I've been meaning to take you out on the town since you started to come of age anyway. Come on, let's do. Oh, look at the stuff you got. This is the best stuff, man. I don't drink whiskey like this. Well, and he's pouring around for everybody.
We brought the town to you.
Yes. And if everybody takes a drink, roll one more Constitution.
See if Elsbeth needs to run out into the bushes. Oh, she's doing all right. Must have been the walk home.
Oh, I think both Erasmus and Reverence.
Or BRB.
I am here now.
All right.
But I'm not totally sure what we're doing, but I'm here now.
We're drinking more.
We're still drinking.
Oh, we're still drinking. Wonderful.
This time with Erasmus's parents. Well, his dad
Yes.
mostly.
Wonderful. I tell them embarrassing stories about Erasmus that like skirt the line of telling the truth about Erasmus without actually telling it, while also making up other stories that are not totally true, but like he can't deny them now because if he does.
Okay. Roll Constitution. Roll con save.
Let's see here. Where's that stupid button at?
Oh, look at
Ooh,
you.
nice. We're all gotten pretty used to this this stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's no. Wait, hold on. No, this is different.
This
I guess
is good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
we've
is the
drunk so
good
much.
stuff.
We've drunk so
After,
much of the
like,
bad stuff.
Spending the afternoon drinking, rubbing alcohol in the sun.
We're trained. We're trained for this
This
moment.
is what we trained for.
You're now
Bad all
drinking expensive, high quality whiskey, in a comfortable home with a nice guy telling stories. It's much better, and you're able to just sort of, you feel your kind of tiefling fire energy kind of start to kick in. That little place in your gut that just says, yeah, I'm not made for delicate tea parties. This is I'm made for something a little tougher than this, and you handle it fine. And the rest of you, you keep it up. You're pretty good.
Wonderful.
This was one of the nicest days. We've had the best time in Snert. Nobody's there haven't been any gnolls or guards. Or she says this when the dad goes away to go use a bathroom. You can actually go to bed at night and not have to worry about being attacked by anything.
We should just stay in Snert.
We should. Let's just end the adventure. Let's just move here and get drunk and sit on the beach all day.
Everyone moves to Snurt, and 6 months later, the world ends because no one's
All right. Yeah, I think we're gonna need Elspeth is definitely gonna need to sleep in a bit.
All right. So you all managed to make it to your beds. Nobody's throwing anything up. Everybody's all right. Yeah, the room's not spinning. It's not exactly stable either, but it's not spinning, so that's good. And everybody gets a nice long rest in, sleeps in. The missus is smart enough to give a much more plain breakfast and lots of coffee. And the next morning, juice, coffee. The father has some rather interesting stuff he's cooking. And he says, this is an old hangover recipe. Hey.
I've told you so many times that doesn't work.
He's like,
It just makes your mother throw up.
Eat it.
Nonsense. I'll take it.
I'll try some too.
Yep.
All right. So do you he's going to basically shove it into you, Erasmus.
I know. It's and I've probably had this multiple times before, and it doesn't work. It's just awful.
All right. It is it's kind of spicy, kind of sweet, and kind of rubbery, whatever it is. It's not good.
Wonderful. This is the best thing I've ever had.
I love the chewy bits. Reminds me of mushrooms.
It's bad squid.
We ate meals like this all the time at the old temple.
He's like, do you guys get drunk a lot there? I can see that, you know.
No, I got drunk a lot there.
Really?
I'm out. Yes, of course. Me and the other knights of the temple, they'd sneak you drinks and things like that. The monks didn't appreciate it. The priests didn't appreciate it, but we were bored.
Oh. Well, how much knighting was there to be done?
I mean, there's only about 6 knights and the squires. I was a squire at the time. About the time I was knighted, I was sent out like all the others. They don't keep people at the temple. Only a small handful of guard and trainers.
For like defense stuff.
Mm-hmm.
No wonder it's boring.
It was a mountain temple in the middle of nowhere.
How often is that attacked?
Literally never in its history.
You guys have a really good record.
It's so far removed from society. It's literally on the top of a mountain in a waterfall in a cove surrounded by mountains that no one lives on.
Sounds beautiful.
It is. It's quite beautiful. It's also incredibly boring.
You have a really far way to go to have a beautiful view.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have to go really far to get away from it.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, is there anything? I think we've got one more day here. Is it? If we do want to do the holy water rituals, I guess we should probably do that today, so we're ready for tomorrow.
Yes.
So.
Okay.
While all you holy people make holy water, I'm gonna go buy me a couple of bottles. Let's say 3 bottles of that of the cheap, really cheap stuff.
Okay. Is it all right if we? I mean, I can go and buy the ingredients. I don't know if we have to role play it or if I can just fast forward and
You can if you want to fast forward, that's fine.
Yeah, I think. Yep. So she'll get enough for 4 because we have 4 bottles, right? So, all right. Ooh, that's too much.
So I assume you're all spending the day doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now that we had a day, we had a day vacation, so now we're back to business.
Back to work.
It's only this is the cheap stuff. So you end up just to be safe about the getting a bottle that you feel like you can throw really well. You end up spending 3 silver on all of them. So.
All right.
And now you have 3. It's going to be a little tricky. You have to throw it. You're going to have to get it just right and fire, But you've got a potential to make a kind of improvised weapon out of these. So.
Cool.
All right. So I think we can fast forward, unless there's anything that anybody else wants to do, to the last day, the 3rd morning.
No, just everyone should add 1 vial of holy water to their inventory.
Wonderful. That means I have 2 vials of holy water.
Nice.
What do they even do besides you throw
Yeah,
it?
2d6 radiant damage if you make if it hits. And then if you get thirsty, you can drink it. But,
I still have 4 vials of poison.
Oh, from the very one of the very first session.
Yeah.
All right, holy water. Look at that. Up to 20 feet. Okay.
Yeah, got back and I handed out all the ingredients. All right, guys, see you in an hour. Do your little rituals. And here, Blue, you can do 2 since you did 2 of them. I'll say, because I want to do the ritual twice, so you have to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I didn't even know it was something I could do.
All right. Is there anything you want to do on your last day?
Other than maybe ask if we can cook them. Maybe we can take them out to dinner, since they made all our meals for us. You can take them out to that really nice hotel that they like.
Yeah, they're happy to go out, quite frankly. They've been doing a lot of dishes. So they're like, yeah. They take you to the lovely inn that you remember. They kind of look, for a second, the waitress sort of looks at you, but then looks at who you're with and goes, all right, fine, and brings you in. Someone comes over and says, hello, what can we get you tonight, ladies and gentlemen? We have a lovely swordfish, lightly cooked in a lemon butter sauce. We have, for the vegetarians among us, we have a spaghetti squash in seaweed. And also we have a very lovely steak with potatoes.
I look at Blue. You gotta try the swordfish here. Yes. It's so good.
Always with the fish.
Yes, exactly. I know you're a fish lover like me. So the swordfish is so good.
Yes.
Yeah, sounds great.
I will take an order of the fish.
Same here.
Your father gets the meat and potatoes. That's the kind of guy he is.
Yes.
And I think are you getting anything? Reverence.
Oh, of course. I'll get the swordfish.
All right. So it comes, it's beautifully cooked. It's delicious. It's just the right amount of rich, lemony, buttery sauce on top of a very well cooked piece of fish steak. So
wonderful.
Nice.
Now they start to ask you some questions about where you're going and what you're doing. And say,
Later or
how do you even, as you're eating, how do you even get mixed up with these Triton folk? They usually keep to themselves, you know. They're not bad folk, of course. They're lovely, but they're not usually.
Well, there's a lot of different aspects of the corruption that even affect the underwater ocean life, and we were comparing notes, and they were wishing to show us some of the things around there. Right, Erasmus?
yeah.
Interesting. That is interesting. I hope it doesn't affect the fishing.
Well, that's actually what we're trying to find out.
Well, very important work. You know how we depend on it in this around here.
That and tourists.
Yeah, but they've been, that's been down a bit this year.
Understandably.
I mean, I don't miss them, to be honest with you. You know how they are.
I'm not surprised you don't miss them.
But, they are good for the economy. What can you do? So.
Yeah.
There's a strawberry tart or chocolate pudding for dessert.
Yes.
Chocolate
pudding. Chocolate pudding.
She's like,
so much chocolate pudding.
Elspeth's like, I'll have one of each.
I don't want to go to the store and get chocolate pudding now.
All right.
I want normal vanilla pudding. That's my favorite.
She's like, I can't decide, and if I can't finish it, I'm sure somebody at the table will.
All right. Well, it all comes, and they're both very good. It's just a good, nice establishment. Good food. They've also been giving you some drinks. I'm not sure how much you've been imbibing.
Probably less than yesterday.
Yes.
One would hope. So, at a certain point, Who has the highest perception?
Oh, not me.
Probably
I would.
blue.
All right.
Blue or Elspeth.
Yeah.
All right, why don't you guys roll perception?
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm a +7 in that. Ooh, you're +8. Look at you.
All right. Well, Elspeth, you notice, you've kind of been keeping an eye, and you do notice that your friend Janus has been in and out of his office and appears to be leaving for the evening. So he looks in a bit of a hurry, a bit nervous maybe, but
All right. Ooh, I kind of lean over. Oh gosh. And, I don't know if anybody's. It's kind of rude to speak in a different language in front of people, and I don't think anybody else. Ooh, is anyone else speak Celestial at the table?
No.
It's and I both speak Infernal, I think.
Yeah, we speak Common and I can't speak Common, Elven, and
Yeah.
Infernal.
I speak Common and Draconic, that's it.
Elven. So 3 of us speak Elven.
Oh, right.
You speak Elven.
Yeah, I'll say an Elvish, and then our friend Janus seems in a hurry.
Rasmus looks confused at you.
Just kind of like look out the window a little bit.
Hey, Reverence, show me where the bathroom is.
Absolutely. It's just
Yeah,
Out the
I'm
front,
lost. Let's go.
out the front doors.
Up the
yes,
front.
this way. And I stand up.
Elspeth will stay
Start.
behind because there's no point. She's not a sneaky. She knows blue skills. So
All right then. We're going to go outside. I
go
assume.
to the outhouse.
Yeah, the outhouse.
To the outhouse.
Just walk out of the restaurant. That was the dumbest excuse. I love it.
I mean, your mother says to you, Erasmus, says, if you guys can't afford it, we're fine.
No.
Oh no! They often have to do an afternoon constitution, or they get bunged up. It takes them days to poo. Really, it's just let them walk it off.
Really, that sounds horrible.
Oh, I know.
It's like a cat thing.
Well, when you're on the road so much, your body's used to kind of you keeping moving. And no, please, we're going to definitely, you've been so generous to us this entire time. It's the least we can do. It's make sure you send the bill my way. I keep track of all the money. These,
I'll be bagging them in.
Yeah, in a little bit.
Yeah.
So we, an after dinner little dessert wine perhaps would be nice.
You are given a sweet Moscato.
Oh, goes down perfectly.
Okay,
with
now I
chocolate
want
and
that.
strawberry. Yeah, I'm glad we stayed behind.
Basically, also, I love to think about food. So, anyway.
Food is such an important cultural thing. Like, it really adds a lot to world building.
So, Reverence in Blue, are you sneaking after him? Are you just trying to flag him down?
I just look at Blue, so I'll be doing this.
I mean, you're a little sneakier without your armor, but I don't think we gotta follow him. That didn't work out that well last time.
Barely sneakier without my armor.
Yes.
Just go flag him down. You could catch him.
We'll grab him. Not literally, but flag him down.
All right. I'm not even gonna have you roll anything. You're faster than he is. There's no way. And he's not like running.
Yeah.
So you're able to catch up to him and he goes, oh my friends. Oh goodness. I'm glad that you caught me. I just heard terrible news.
What is the terrible news?
Well, can we speak somewhere privately?
Fine. Well, let's head back and grab Reverence, and we'll go find a place.
Certainly, certainly. So he goes back, he gets Reverence, and takes you into his office. And he's, this has to be very, very quiet. But we've sent a scouting party ahead to look at the temple, which is what we've been calling it all this time. They seem to be. You see what had happened, okay? There was some volcanic activity. That's what they went to check out in the first place. It caused a fissure, and in the fissure we saw the top of a temple. Now it appears that there's this large group of undead digging it up. Literally digging the whole thing. Just
wait a minute. You're telling me that there's a horde of undead digging up this temple then?
Yes, that is what I am telling you.
I look at William like, perhaps then. Okay. I'm starting to get an idea here. So he wasn't in the temple. He's trying to get the temple, it would feel.
No, I don't believe he was able to get to the entire part of the temple. From what we've been able to see, and we have, unlike him, we did not go inside. It appears that part of the temple seemed sealed off, almost like a sarcophagus. But there had been, because of the activity I described to you, a break in the top. They were able to get through. I don't know what they found once they were inside there, because they told us some things, but I think we have to assume that they lied.
Of course.
In all honesty, unfortunately, they are generally very honest young people. However, yes, as I said, we had sent a scouting party, assuming that we were going to be going there on the morrow. We wanted to see what was up. And, these were people who were simply scouts, instructed not to go near, and they said that they saw quite a few undead creatures literally just shoveling as if they were trying to get the rest of the fortress or temple or building or structure, whatever it was, dug out. And they seem to be making at least some progress.
I feel like we should probably get there sooner rather than later.
I mean, I don't know. I was just going down to talk to the captain when you stopped me, and to see if there's any way we could go a little bit earlier. But it's, these situations are delicate, and you can't necessarily just go up and run off half-cocked either. So I understand that.
I'm starting to think there might be one of those situations where we might have to go in.
We are, of course, very concerned that if they manage... I mean, I can't imagine what they want, but if they're doing this and they're investing this much magical energy, they're into keeping these undead working day and night on this. There must be some goal in mind. They're not just trying to send them out to exercise them.
The buff is zombies.
Super soldier zombies.
That's terrifying, actually.
Well, I feel like there's nothing we can do from here. So...
Silence.
I shall go and speak to the captain of the Blue Vista.
Yeah.
As far as I know, you're still leaving at first light. I know you mentioned where you were staying. I would just keep an ear out in case we need to leave a little more precipitously.
Of course.
If we can help you be more persuasive, we can certainly come along. My buddy here is very persuasive. As you already know.
I'm not sure if that's the kind of persuasiveness I'm looking for, but I appreciate it. I'm sure you know the captain. He's a good person. He's just rather rigid. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have you along, but don't threaten him.
Why would I threaten him?
I don't know. But, you know, you're a tall fellow.
Tall people are very threatening.
All right.
All right. So are you going with him?
Sure.
All right. So he takes you down to the Blue Vista. He gets on board. They let him right on board, you know, and they let you with them. And he asks to speak to the captain. Brings you in there. Captain, I have it written down as Mortros was his name.
I don't remember his name. We met him for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think we got his name necessarily.
Okay, so he says, "Where's Mortros?" And you are indicated where to go. The captain is having a dinner, just as you were, in his quarters, looking at maps, and he knocks on the door. You guys go in. He's all, excuse me, hello, Captain. We received some disturbing reports from our scouts. It appears that they have an undead horde trying to dig out the structure. And I am concerned, you know, of what it is they're exactly trying to accomplish. And I think the sooner we're able to get there, the sooner we can stop whatever's going on. It cannot be but evil and foul. Mortar says, well, you know, I'd love to just drop everything, but I don't even have all my sailors here right now.
Yeah. Where are your sailors?
Well, some of them have gone off to enjoy their last evening here. I mean, they're expected in before midnight, but, you know, we still have some preparations to make, some rigging to... this is a big ship. It's not something that we can just... This isn't a rowboat.
Of course. I fear what may happen if we dally too long.
Well, I mean, we're not going to dally. However, you know, it's a bit of a journey. It's going to take us a full day to get there, at least, even with the strong headwind. Then there's the trip down, which will take several hours. I mean, we're not looking at something that we can rush off to do.
Of course, and the sooner we get on that, the better. So you said what is the earliest you could cast off then?
Why don't you roll persuasion?
12.
First light. I mean, we could do it absolute break of dawn. We could be ready to go.
I look at Blue. Well,
is there Anything we can do to help speed this along?
You could try persuading.
Not good at that. Nope.
Even
Better
worse.
asking for tours.
I do appreciate the offer, but to be honest, these are seasoned sailors we have here, and you would be in the way more so than a help. Just make sure you are here at first light and ready to go with your companions, and that is all we can ask.
I think that's.
I think that's the
Very
best
well.
we're going to get out of this.
Yeah. We'll make
All
sure
right.
we're here.
We'll be here as soon as light, first light.
All right. I shall look forward to it. Now, if you don't mind, I have a lot to attend to make sure that we're ready, so why don't you go find your companions?
Absolutely.
And he has someone help you off the ship. Janus looks worried and says, I'm going to go home and look at some old books I have, see if I can find out any more information. And he kind of hurries off.
All right, then. I guess we'll head back to the restaurant. Oh, please be right back. So, me and Blue are going to head back to the restaurant.
All right. By now, you guys have spent a lot of the waitress is again starting to look at you guys like, God, every time these people come in here.
Take for freaking ever.
But, having a good time.
When I see them coming down the road, because I'm kind of still keeping an eye on the window, I'll ask for the check.
When they come in, I'm gonna. That took you a while. Did you bump into someone or?
You could say that.
Oh, okay.
All right.
It's 6 gold altogether.
Okay. I'll give her a tip of an extra 2 gold.
All right. This definitely makes her look more pleased with you.
Yeah, I get that. And as I ask Erasmus's parents if they would get our cloaks and things while we just have a quick discussion.
Sure. Yeah, we can go see the coat room.
Excellent.
They head off.
So what happened, you guys?
We retell the story of what has happened.
Elizabeth asks, did you mention what we found in the library? Did we ever tell you what we found in the library, or were we too busy getting drunk?
I don't remember anything about the library.
Oh, all right. Well, maybe we should go back to Janus's house on the way back to. We'll go for one more walk, and if he was going to look some stuff up in books, maybe there's some information.
We can tell him on the way there.
Yes. Also, should we just get our stuff and sleep on the boat or the ship?
They're not leaving till dawn's first light. We've already pushed them for more. So as long as we get there before that, we should be fine.
Trust me, you will want to sleep in a proper bed rather than what they have on that boat.
All right. Okay. Maybe the 4 of us can take the long way home and stop off at Janus's and Erasmus's parents. Can just leave the door open for us, or give you a key? All right. So is that yeah? We'll go and get our cloaks and try to make our excuses as to why we need to go out for one more thing before we leave.
Yeah. Mom, Dad, just take their something has come up. They bumped into one of the Trident contacts, and apparently there's something semi-urgent. So we're gonna go on the way. Just have a quick talk with them. We'll be back. Won't take long.
Oh. Well, I mean, I do want to be able to say a quick goodbye to you before you have to run off again.
Don't worry. We'll definitely.
Probably not more than an hour or two.
All right. Well, it's been a lovely dinner.
It has.
Thank you so much, and we'll be waiting up. No hurry. I know you very important people nowadays.
Yes, Erasmus is an incredibly important young man.
I remember some of the interesting stories you told us yesterday. Yeah. But, we'll be waiting for you.
Great.
So do take care. Okay.
Well,
she leaves. They leave, I should say, to head home. And you guys, again, with Erasmus around, it's not like there's a problem finding your way. You make your way back to Janus's house. He lets you in. You see that there is a young Triton woman who is sitting with him, and they have a bunch of books spread out, and they're looking through them together. He says, yes. Is there some way I can help you?
Yes. Well, if we can sit here, I actually have to tell this to my companions too. We got distracted yesterday. But Erasmus and I went to the local library. We'd heard some interesting tales about a time, I don't know what books you're looking at, but we heard a folk tale of a fortress that came out of the sea around the time of the last time they shut down the corruption, and then it disappeared again.
Earthquake, and it disappeared. Yes. Yeah.
There was an earthquake. That's right. The building and its land shot up. It was there for a while, and then it was gone. And we were able to find this tale told both by people in the seafaring community and also in a book. So perhaps this is connected. Maybe this building is far older than the.
It was said to be haunted.
Sorry?
It was said to be haunted.
And it was said to be haunted, yes, which would also be linked with the undead. And the other thing is, well, I guess we're going to have to trust you a little bit, but we've noticed on our travels that we've been encountering a lot of demons. So we think that perhaps there might be a connection here with what's happening around the rest of the continent, with an emergence of evil from a darker plane.
And give them the two names that are like the names that are most likely.
Regis and Orca.
Yeah, I would assume.
Oh yes, and who was it who learned about? One of our I prompt reverence to mention Kuza, the priest of the undead, that you remembered.
Cuse, actually.
Oh,
Cuse.
okay. Yes, I have Cuuse, so pretty close.
So they take this in and they sort of look at each other, and he says, I would like you to meet this young lady. This is Miss Borlin. She will be accompanying you. Her brother was one of the people that was with the prince on the original trip and has since gone missing.
I'm very sorry.
She looks at you guys and she sort of just nods. She doesn't say anything. It's all right, Borlin. You can speak freely. Right. Well, when my brother came back, he was very different, and I intend to go back and find him and bring him back home.
And how exact? Do you remember how he changed? Were you there when he had this sudden change of personality?
Well, no, I mean, they all seemed different after they came back from their expedition. They were completely exhausted. That was the first thing. As if they hadn't slept in days. And in fact, my brother slept for almost 24 hours straight when he got home. He still looked haggard upon waking. He just seemed distant and sad. He didn't seem to want to talk about things. And I was trying to give him space. And then he and the prince just one day went off together and never came back.
A tragedy.
Did he seem like the life had been drained from him?
I mean, it wasn't the sort of thing I was looking at him for. He just seemed so tired. And when we asked about it, he said that they hadn't been able to sleep. But that was all he said.
Okay. Well, we're going. We'll help you recover him and the prince as well, and anyone else who has been trapped by this evil.
Yeah, indeed.
He's a good man, my brother. The prince was a good man too. Young, a little impulsive, but good, kind. None of this makes any sense to me.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think you know that we're leaving at first light?
Of course.
So.
I'm planning to be ready, and you don't have to worry. I can handle myself in a fight.
Oh, cool.
Good. Wonderful.
What can you do in a fight?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What do you do?
Okay.
Well, I'm mostly somebody who hits things, to be honest.
Oh.
Wonderful. Me too.
I pointed Rowan's. Oh, he does that too. And Blue. Blue is really good at hitting things.
I'm really good at taking hits too.
That's good. That's true.
Erasmus is quite good with fire, and I'm pretty good at helping people who've been knocked down get back up.
Don't worry, I can do it on the water too. Very good at it.
That's an interesting talent.
Yes. Very.
Anyway, I guess I'll see you again at first light. I'm going to go and make sure I get enough rest. Janus, thank you. And she leaves.
I turn to Janus and say, is there anything here in these books that might tell us anything more based on what you've heard from us? Anything makes sense or click before we leave? Any more information that maybe we can put pieces together?
Roll persuasion.
Sure. What happened? I did roll it. Oh, I didn't need to roll it twice.
18.
Yep. Oh, he's smart. He says, all right. I believe, based on what I've been able to read, I believe that this island that showed up, I don't think it was naturally occurring. I think that somehow it seems to have come from another plane of existence. I'm not sure if you're aware of these things, but there is more to the world than simply just the reality that we know. There are other worlds and planes of existence, hells and heavens and the abyss. Where it came from, I don't know, but the way that it showed up doesn't make any sense from a natural perspective. I think that might have had something to do with how it managed to sink so quickly. Perhaps not being properly moored as an island would be. It just didn't quite work here. But I would be very concerned if this is, as I believe it to be, a place where realities break into each other. You may be in and out of this plane. You may have a place where there are planar fissures and other realities are bleeding into this one. It's a very dangerous mission, and you need to be quite careful.
Well, if it is, we're gonna need to get paid a lot more too if we could pull it off successfully. But no, that's good to know. It is good to be prepared. I don't know how we prepare for planar shifting, but at least if things go very strangely or other weird things happen, we might have an explanation.
Yeah, we won't be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as surprised, I guess.
Forewarned is forearmed.
I don't think there is a way. I was able to get you several underwater breathing potions, enough for each of you to have 2. I'm hoping that you can include some spells that, in case you're there longer than this would last you for, but that's as much as I could get on such short notice. Also, I noticed, Reverence, that your armor wasn't the best for where you're possibly going. I don't know how much underwater action and how much it won't be underwater, but there'll at least be some, and I'm sure you know it's not quite easy to get around in such heavy things, so I've been able to procure you something a little better. It's waiting for you on the boat, and it allows you to swim better.
Nice.
Well, I really appreciate that.
Certainly. If there's anything else I can get you that I can come up with, I definitely will. I just don't know. Again, this has all been very fast-moving situation.
Well, we've tried to prepare ourselves in the best way we know how. I think combined with this information and the time frame, we're going in as well as we can. All right. Well, I think we should bid you farewell. Can we have our potions and stuff? Or do you want to?
Yes, of course. And he goes and he gets you all the potions.
So 2 potions of underwater breathing.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. And are those the 24-hour ones? Spells? Sorry.
Let me double check it.
Yeah, I know. From what I remember, there was a 1-hour potion or the 24-hour spells that covered 5 people.
Yeah.
So
it's definitely not a 1 hour. Let me see.
Yeah, if you got us 2 of those, then we could cover ourselves and the boar. I just wrote it down. Borean. The 5 of us for 24 hours. So.
Yeah, this says potion of water breathing. It's for 1 hour after drinking. Let me see.
Damn it, we should have got those spells for 5. We should go back, force the people in the shop to open up and get that instead.
That was, yeah.
It wasn't like across the ocean.
1 hour.
Ugh. You got 2 per person.
So we have 2 hours.
Well, I don't think I used mine from the last time. I don't think I went underwater. Or did I?
Yeah.
I have to look.
I don't think you did.
Yeah, so I'd actually have 3.
Yeah.
An hour's a good amount of time.
Yeah, I think it was only, only the 3 of us. Well, only, it was the 3 of us, you didn't do it, yeah.
Yeah. Almost certain that that's the truth.
Okay.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, because you were on top of the boat
Yep.
messing with that guy.
Yeah.
And he showed up.
I don't think I went. No, I did. No. I
Yeah,
think
but
I
I don't
sat
think
on
you-
the edge, didn't I?
Yeah, I don't think you drunk it. You just like hung on the edge, like, and hold your breath and like attack them. Like you went under, like me and Blue.
Yeah, I was like, if I go under there, I'll just sink, and that's not really a fun idea.
Yeah. So you presumably have to have an extra one as well. At least I think so.
I don't know.
We gotta tell him about.
GM, what do you think?
Yeah, good point.
I mean, as far as I know, I'm pretty sure for sure that that Elspeth did not drink hers.
I can go back and watch the episode before next week too.
I don't remember, honestly. I remember that you weren't.
I don't remember
Actually,
either.
now I'm going.
Because you were water walking, right?
Yeah.
Wait, don't I have a water breathing ring?
No,
No,
Walking.
Oh. I don't remember. That was a long time ago.
Also, we need to tell this guy about the 24-hour one that's way more expensive, but totally worth it for value for buck for what he can
He
afford.
probably knows about
For
it.
saving his prince, yeah.
Yeah.
He says, yes, but I can't really get to Hythwin before
Hythwin.
next dawn.
All right.
Yeah, that was like that was before we came all the way up.
Okay.
That was on the way here.
Well, Hythwin, yeah, you got to get your own shops here. Cool stuff.
I mean, the problem that we have is that we can breathe underwater, so we don't.
No, you
that
and your
one, that
water
China
breathing
thing.
privilege.
It is a privilege, honestly, but it means that we don't have quite as much of these things around as maybe somebody who can't breathe underwater would have.
Well,
It took me quite a bit of difficulty to get these, honestly.
well, thanks.
We appreciate them.
Yes.
I understand, of course. But, your guide, she's wonderful, and I'm sure that with her around, you're going to be very safe.
All right. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna make sure that my spell of freedom of movement is all topped up.
Oh, that would be nice, yeah.
All right, well, I guess that's everything. I'll see if I can get some more things. I have some favors I can possibly call in to get a couple more, and that's the best I can do, honestly.
All right.
Well, yeah, the more we live, the better chances that the prince will come back. So, I mean, I'm not asking to be assy. I'm just saying.
Of course.
So. All right. Yes. Well, we should probably also get as much rest as we can before dawn, because we need to be there before dawn.
We can sleep on the boat.
You told me we shouldn't sleep on the boat.
No.
Oh,
I
once
told
we're
you
on
that,
the boat.
Then it's probably better.
Yeah, your parents' couch is really comfy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for your assistance.
See you in the morning.
Yes, absolutely. And Godspeed.
Godspeed.
Right. As they walk back to the house, Elizabeth says, not very loudly, she's not drunk anymore, that from what she remembers, Blue, you've got haste. So even if you are in difficult terrain and water, you could probably haste yourself
Well, he also has the swimming gloves.
I do also have
Oh, right, yes. And you've got water walking, but I don't know if it allows you any like removal of restrictions in
No.
difficult terrain of water?
That just means that if he turns it on the water, he shoots up to the surface.
So if you run out, you can always shoot up in case you need to breathe in stages. Well, I basically, I've got 2 freedom of movement spells, which makes water not difficult terrain. But I only have 2 slots. And once I do that, I can't do other things. So, just to say, we have an ability to move faster maybe than we would think if we were stuck in water. Or at least a couple of us. Well, I guess Blue and you can shoot yourself up to the surface, so we could make a pretty quick escape if we needed.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't really have anything. The best, honestly, the only thing I really have that would help here is probably Misty Steps. If I don't have, but that would burn like one of my 2 spell slots.
True. Yeah, so we get back to the house, I guess, and probably try to get some sleep in.
Yeah.
Well, your mom and dad are waiting up for you, Erasmus, and there's a lot of hugging and crying, and
Oh.
and you've got to please tell us you're right and tell us what's going on, and make sure to come by as often as you can. And
I will. Once we're I mean, once I'm back on shore, I'll definitely send you a letter.
oh, thank you, son. You know we're very proud of you.
Mm.
He's a good
Thank
pupil.
You're our son. So she cries, she hugs you so much. She's like, oh.
Oh. Pinches his little cheekies.
You know, once they're gone, I'm gonna give you shit for like not wanting to come here.
Yeah, they're awesome.
I never
the
said they
food.
weren't. This is exactly why I didn't want to come here.
But it was such a good trip the whole time. Nothing bad happened to them.
Yeah, yet. But no, while we were here, nothing bad happened. Got to get drunk.
We had such a nice visit.
It was only a little bit of breaking and entering.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so make our way down to where the harbor, I guess.
Yeah, in the morning.
All right. So you head down to the harbor, and the guy nods at you, lets you in. You're not given very cushy, just your basic, they have the cots that are sort of stacked up that you can sleep on, but you're able to...
No, we slept. I think the idea is we slept and then...
Really? I'm okay. Did we already discuss sleeping on the ship?
Yeah, we the idea was like sleep at Erasmus's parents' house and then go there in the morning.
Yeah, probably.
Right before sun's first light.
Yeah.
Maybe got like 3 or 4 hours of sleep at the most.
Because it's better, like the sleeping is significantly better here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Can everybody... You bed down for the night. Can everybody but Reverence take off your headphones or go?
Oh, sure.
Oh, sure.
Something?
How long?
Boy.
Like how will you do?
Just write in the chat. When
Yeah,
we
write in the
them
chat when you're done.
Okay, we'll do.
That works.
All right. So Reverence, you know these dreams by now.
Oh boy.
These you're there near your temple, and your grandmother is there, and she's looking at you, and she says, "So you think no one's ever attacked your little playground here?"
My playground. Well, it's not something to worry other people with now, is it?
The only reason that it hasn't been attacked more recently is because of me. and I grow impatient.
And
I expect you to come by shortly and visit.
what is it you want from me?
I want your strength.
I've already professed my strength to another, unfortunately.
We don't have to be enemies, child. I won't make you pledge fealty to me, but if you want me to continue to keep your enemies, who are at this point many, from this place of yours for much longer, you'd best consider ways that you can compromise.
So what do you want? What do you need me? You want me to come back home then? To the temple?
I expect you shortly.
Indeed.
She gets up and walks away.
I'm gonna walk away from her.
After a few moments of walking in the mountains,
No idea where I'm going.
the dream just comes to an end.
All right. We can get the others back. The demons got him.
Oh no.
Oh,
I'm back.
All right. There's
Sorry, I'm
one,
back.
there's two, there's
I'm
three.
back.
That's all of them.
I got distracted by. Yeah, sorry if you heard a big crash in the background. Some big hairy bug flew in, and I couldn't not sit and not squish it because it was gonna. I knew it was gonna be right behind me the whole time. It could fly into my hair. So sorry.
I hear you.
Okay.
Good. No, I didn't hear any crashes.
Oh, excellent.
So.
Glad to hear it. Yeah. So we're on the ship, right?
You wake up in the morning. Your mother has packed you a lunch. Some extra rations for everyone, and yeah, you are free to go to the ship. I don't know if this is a good place to end.
Yeah, I mean, it's about time we normally would end, and
yeah, and it's a natural place because like if we continue, we effectively just have the journey, which like we're probably gonna fast track, maybe roleplay a bit talking to them, and then we're gonna start on the mission. So like,
yeah,
unless you have something planned on the way, which in itself would take up time. So yeah, it makes sense to end here.
Yep. All right. So, I guess we can end then the stream.
All right. Well, thank you. This is not how I expected this session to go. There was a lot more time on the beach getting drunk than I thought there would be. But it was amazingly amount of fun. And honestly, Snurt is a lovely place to go on vacation. So if you have a chance, you guys should go and visit. But until hopefully this time next week or maybe an hour earlier, depending on, well, it'll be on the new channel. Just check, it'll be on the stream. Good. Thank you to Chrisiousity. Thank you to my party members for a very fun time and a lot of laughs. Goodbye from me and goodbye from the party. Say goodbye, party. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh no, I left the meeting. Rejoin. Oh. Join now. I hit the wrong button. Can we do it one more time? I had it on the meet one, not the end one. Goodbye from me and goodbye from the party. Say goodbye, party.
Goodbye, party.
Not hang up and stream.